over the last couple of weeks, because I've done several, kinds of face reveals and other things that I've posted through the Discord, I've been getting a lot of these comments. I need to talk to Gus in particular and see if he is from Canada and see if that there's just some kind of connection that I don't know about. Because I feel like, I may be Gus's long lost brother from what all of you are telling me. Anyways, now that I got that out of the way, let's get into the video. Anyways, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the AJ Plays channel, and today what we are doing here is a little bit of a prediction. The 2022 MLW Wiffle Ball Home Run Derby has been released. At least the bracket, the format has been released. This is a very different kind of format compared to what we've seen in previous years, and I love it so far. From what I'm seeing, I love it. Each team has equal representation in the Home Run Derby. I love what I'm seeing right here. This is the bracket, and everybody has been asked to do their predictions. So what I'm going to do is do it in a video, give my predictions as to who I think is going to win each of these. Let's get right into it. So we're going to be starting off immediately with Jordan Robos versus Trevor Bonham, the 1 versus the 8 seed on the left side. This should be a no-doubter because Jordan Robles is one of the best players since he's entered the league in MLW, and Trevor Bonham has been very lackluster at the plate this season. This is an easy option. Number 1, Jordan Robles will be moving on to round 2. Then, if I gotta go between number 4, Chris Cheatham, and number 5, Jackson Pearson, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say Chris Cheatham. I feel like Jackson Pearson's been a little bit more of a bomb or bust kind of guy, and otherwise, if he's not hitting home runs, he's just hitting for contact, and a lot of his hits stay in the park. Meanwhile, I feel like Cheatham has a legitimate shot to, continue, and he may be a dark horse to beat Robles in round 2. I got Cheatham winning that matchup. Number 3, Daniel Schultz versus number 6, Ryan Cratch. This one's going to the number 6 seed, Ryan Cratch. As of late, my guy has been absolutely dominating at the plate, hitting nukes. The bat flips have been absolutely insane. Daniel Schultz has been raking as well, but I feel like Ryan Cratch honestly has it in him. He's going to go ahead and upset the number 3 seed. I don't think Daniel Schultz is going to win. I think I'm going to give it to Cratch. Anyways, so next up, number 2, Norp, number 7, Flynn. Another scenario here, Sean Flynn from the Coastal Cobras. I feel like he is more of a hit for contact kind of guy. He does not have a lot of power in him. Jimmy Norp, we have seen him hit the most mammoth home runs at the Meadows. They have gone over the fence a lot, and then some. Like, they've moved way beyond the fence, like into the forest, and you can't get him back kind of home runs. Jimmy Norp should win, in my opinion. He's going to win, and he should be moving on to round 2, setting up a matchup of Jimmy Norp versus Ryan Cratch. That'll be a really good round 2 matchup. That is my left side. Now, on my right side, from what I see here, we got Kyle Schultz of the Wildcats versus Zerlag of the Gators. Just to note, so each team is going to have 2 representatives in the first round of the All-Star game, and all the matchups are going to be an AL representative versus an NL representative. So I like how that's formatted. Anyways, here, so you got Schultz versus Zerlag. This, I hope, honestly, can I see an upset happening? Because Kyle Schultz hasn't been the greatest this year. I'm going to go ahead and maybe predict that. Number 8 seed Zerlag upsets Kyle Schultz in round 1. Because I feel like Zerlag, I think Zerlag has it in him to go ahead and somehow beat Kyle Schultz. I feel like Kyle's been a little bit lackluster at the plate this year, in my opinion. He hasn't been the greatest. Zerlag, his team is picking it up slowly, but from what we've seen, he can really drive the ball if he makes solid contact. I'm going to go with the 8 seed Zerlag upsetting Kyle Schultz in round 1. Next up, we have the last 2 home run winners. Number 4, Jonah Heath, who won 2021 Home Run Derby, and number 5, Jason Chadwick, who won 2020 Home Run Derby. Jonah Heath this year, like, both of these guys have been struggling at the plate. If I gotta say, if they're just getting meatballs lobbed to them, I gotta go Jonah Heath. I'm gonna go with Jonah Heath. Last year, he hit 23 home runs in his first round, and that was enough to get him into the finals. I'm gonna go with Jonah Heath easily right here. Sorry, Chatty, you are my guy. You're my favorite player in the league, for those of you who didn't know. But I'm gonna go with Jonah Heath on this one. Next up, number 3, Tommy Coughlin. Number 6, Drew Davis. Drew Davis is another one of those guys who, when he does make contact, if he gets the right hit, if he hits the right part of the ball, that's over the fence, it's not coming back. I feel like this might still go to Tommy Coughlin because of the way Tommy's been playing this year. He may have had one bad series against the Eagles recently, but I honestly have hope in seeing Tommy Coughlin go ahead and win round 1 against Drew Davis. That's my opinion right there. That's my prediction. I got Coughlin winning that. Brendan Russell versus Dallas Allen. Oh, geez. I mean, Allen has been absolutely dominating on the mound. On the plate, he's been okay. Russell's had a good first series. He had that grand slam, but then not much against the Magic of all teams. I personally think I'm still going to give this one, though. This one is probably the most toss-up one because we haven't seen how hot they've been recently. Brendan Russell hasn't always had the best luck, and I think Dallas Allen might actually he's got a lot in him still. I think it might be Brendan Russell. I'm going to go with Brendan Russell winning in round 1. This might be one of the more toss-up matchups that we have in round 1. Okay, so that's the bracket that we have set up after round 1. I've said round 1 a lot. Round 2 we have, so going back to the top left, we have Jordan Robles, number 1 seed versus number 4 seed, Chris Cheatham. This one, dude, oh my goodness, this is hard to tell. Robles is an absolutely dominant MLW player. I am going to go with a Chris Cheatham upset here. I think I might see Cheatham. I really like the way he's playing as of late. You can say, oh, he had one good series against the Diamondbacks, but he's riding some hot momentum into the All-Star break. I feel like Chris Cheatham can honestly dominate. I really have high hopes for Chris Cheatham heading into this home run derby. I think he's going to make it to the semifinals. He's going to win that. Next up, Ryan Kratz versus Jimmy Norp. This one's going to be the most electric one, I feel like, from round 2, because this is going to be mammoth home run after mammoth home run. If I'm going to give it to anybody here, I think I'm going to give it to Jimmy Norp. Oh, this one's hard, dude, because you can either go on recency bias or what you know they're all capable of. But let's be fair, if they are going to get meatballs thrown at them, I think if anything, Jimmy Norp, he's doing really well even though the Diamondbacks are struggling. I'm going to give it to Jimmy Norp because at the plate, he hasn't slowed down. I have a number 2 Jimmy Norp versus number 4 Chris Cheatham as the semifinal, or the West final, on the west side of the bracket. Okay, on the east side, so the second round here, number 8, Brendan Zerlag versus number 4, Jonah Heath. Yes, I said number 4, Jonah Heath. Damn, because both of these guys are struggling a little bit this season at the plate. Can I still see Jonah Heath? I think I can still see Jonah Heath going on and moving on to round number 3 over Brendan Zerlag. Zerlag is going to put it all in to beat the 1 seed. I don't know if he's got the stamina to keep going and hit more home runs in the next round. I just feel like Jonah Heath has a lot in the tank. We've seen, again, as I mentioned, 23 home runs last year in the one game, the one round that he, was hitting the home runs in. That was a bad way to word it. 23 home runs in round 1, and he didn't need to hit until the finals, and then he won the finals. Jonah Heath is going to go to the semifinals. That's what I think. And then I got Tommy Coughlin versus, did I say Brennan? I don't know. I think Coughlin is going to take care of business. It doesn't matter who wins that round in the bottom. I think Tommy Coughlin would take care of both of them. With the way he's still hitting as of late, I don't care. You can say, oh my god, he's struggling. Tommy Coughlin is doing well at the plate since he's come back strong from his injury. Tommy Coughlin, I think, is going to make a nice Eastern semifinal going against Jonah Heath. And this now leaves us with the Final Four matchup. In my opinion, we are going to see Jimmy Norp versus Chris Cheatham on the west side, and Jonah Heath versus Tommy Coughlin on the east. What can I see here? Chris Cheatham versus Jimmy Norp. Oh my. I see a lot in Jimmy Norp. I really think I can see Jimmy going ahead and beating out Chris Cheatham. He's a dark horse to win, but I think that Jimmy Norp might still have a lot in him right now. He can go ahead and get the job done. I really think I could see Jimmy Norp going ahead and getting into the finals with the representative from the west side. I got Jimmy Norp. And finally, Jonah Heath versus Tommy Coughlin. Oh my god, dude. This one's hard. This one's actually really hard. Because Heath has shown his dominance. Again, I keep going back to last year, but again, when he gets meatballs, he just crushes the meatballs. This year, he hasn't been getting many meatballs, apparently. And then 3, Tommy Coughlin. This year, again, he's doing really well. Would it not be fun to see 2 Diamondbacks in the finals? Maybe. Would it be nice to see Tommy Coughlin just say, we meet again, James, we meet again in the finals? You know how funny that would be? It would just be just a running gag in MLW. But I think I'm going to go with here Tommy Coughlin winning over Jonah Heath. Tommy Coughlin's hitting, although he had one down series against the Eagles, but Dallas Allen is pretty much unhittable this season. Depends on who he's got on the mound. And Jonah Heath, if he has Sailor on the mound, he's going to do really good. But Sailor's not going to be there. Jonah Heath's pitcher from last year, Nick Sailor's not going to be there. How far down the line does he go anyways? I think he's going to finally reach the end against Tommy Coughlin in round 3, setting up a finals matchup of number 2 seed from the West, Jimmy Norp of the Downtown Diamondbacks, versus number 3 seed of the East, Tommy Coughlin III of the Midwest Mallards. Your 2022 MLW Wiffle Ball Home Run Derby champion is going to be from the West side, number 2, Jimmy Norp. I can see Jimmy Norp going ahead and winning this entire thing, because as much as, we can overlook the entire Diamondback season, Jimmy Norp has not regressed in the slightest bit. Jimmy Norp has still been one of the most consistent hitters. He has still been doing really well this season at the plate. We know when he gets a hold of any ball, it's over the fence and it's not coming back. There's always going to be a no-doubt home run in any series Jonah Heath, Jimmy Norp plays. He's going to outlast Tommy Coughlin. Jimmy Norp will go all the way from round of 16 to champion. I got Jimmy Norp winning the 2022 Home Run Derby. Let's see if this ages well. I highly doubt it will. It's going to be funny if it does not whatsoever. But I want to thank you all very much for watching this video. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you guys all next time. Thank you all so much for the constant support on my videos as of late. I gotta say, I think I'm going to be uploading maybe a pitching, video soon, showcasing like my in real life pitches. Let me know if you guys want to see that stuff. I'll just drop it down in the comments below. Let me know anything else you want to see. This is something I thought I'd make because I'm really, passionate about this kind of thing. Also, this is literally being uploaded on my younger brother's birthday. Drop a happy birthday, Nick, down in the comments for me if you're still watching at this point. Thank you all very much. I will see you guys all next time. Peace out.